What's good? It's Postman. I'm back. LiveOffBeats.com. You see the shirt. So I get this question all the time. But first, before I get into the answer to that, should you have Soundclick or your own website? The answer may shock you, and it will shock you. But you know, I've been trying to make sure and do a video a day. I have failed in that attempt, but I have not failed in the war. So what I'm going to do is upload a lot of videos to make up for those videos that I didn't be able to record for about maybe 5 days. Actually, I have videos that I can release. I'm thinking about just doing that, releasing videos that are unlisted. You know what I mean? It's a lot of good information in there, and that'll make up for the 5. So I got plenty of videos that are unlisted. I got some information in them. But anyways, the point of this particular video is to answer this question that I've been getting for years. I've gotten this question so much. And it's, should you use SoundClick or have your own website? And I could easily just give you a simple one-sentence answer, but that would show my ignorance. You understand what I'm saying? Because I've helped so many producers, and I've seen and I've answered so many questions. I know the root of that question is a lot deeper than just knowing where to put your beats on SoundClick or your own website. That's the surface problem. But if I were to just answer that and say, put it here, you still wouldn't know why you're doing that, and thus you will run into the same question later on down the road, but just maybe in a different fashion. So what I'm going to do is help you solve the root, get the cancer out, and that way you can go on and sell a hell of a lot of beats, because that question has to be born out of someone who doesn't understand. Like, if you have that question, you don't know what the hell is going on. You understand what I'm saying when it comes to business, marketing, anything? Because that's the only way you could ask that particular question. Because if you knew, you don't even have to ask that question. If you understand the principles. That's why I say, you know, a lot of these guys out here teaching you little techniques and little fads and tactics, and that's okay, how to get some traffic over here, how to sell some beats on this site, whatever. But they don't understand the principles. And when you don't understand the principles, then you have to ask these type of questions because you don't really understand. But when you understand the principles, then it doesn't matter what's going on. You'll understand how to maneuver your way through that, and also how to get money and how to expand on no matter what the little tactic or trick is. You can figure that out all day if you have the principle. And so I'm going to give you principles of business and marketing, so that way you can you know, break through this question, and then also in a lot of other areas that this particular understanding can help you out. It will. So let's look at this. The first thing is this. You know, what's up with you guys in this? Do I have to be here or there? Is there some kind of law in the Constitution that say your ass can't be everywhere? You understand? Like, is there a law that I don't know about? Because I get that all the time. It's like, should I have a SoundCloud or a SoundCloud or this? Is there a law that says you can't upload your beats here and there? So that's the first thing, because I need to understand what's this mentality that producers have that they got to be one place. You understand? This is the internet. Your ass should be every goddamn where. Now, that's the second thing I want to say is the criteria. So you don't ever have to ask nobody else again, should you be here? The criteria for should you be there is the people that are looking for what you're selling there. Then your ass should be there. That's common goddamn sense. You understand what I'm saying? If the people who are looking to buy what you're selling are there, then you need to have a presence there. I mean, that's basic shit. But again, that's because you don't understand what the hell you're doing. So you got to ask these questions. Well, should I be on SoundCloud? Are there artists looking for what you're selling on SoundCloud? Then you should have a presence some way, shape, or form there. If people are selling beats on SoundClick, right, and there's hell of artists looking on there and looking, I know producers who have gotten major deals and going to make millions of dollars starting on SoundClick. I know them personally. So, you know, if that's the case and people are making thousands of dollars selling their beats on SoundClick, that's a silly question on whether you should be there or not. Of course you want to be there. Now you may say, yeah, but there's so much competition. You know, just shut the fuck up. I mean, goddamn, life is competition. The point is you innovate, you learn how to do things, and you start doing them, and you break through, and you start to say, okay, this is what they're doing, and let me try this, and then you get to the top. I mean, you want a life that ain't no competition nowhere? I mean, that's a goddamn, I hate that shit. And I see it now, and I'm not going in on you, but I be seeing, I check the forums, I see what people are saying, and, oh, it's just so much competition, there's too many producers, oversaturated. You know, it just sound like a bitch, man. Like, what are you talking about? That's business. Everywhere, when you go to find a job, it's 1,000 people put the application there. But you know your skills and what you got to do, and so you go and you still go and apply, and you say, okay, I'm going to apply myself here, just like on Soundclick or anywhere, man. I mean, just give up and just kill yourself. God damn it, there's 7 million people on the planet. So it's going to be some competition somewhere. You're going to fucking cry and run every time it gets competitive. I mean, shit, man. I mean, I hate that shit. I'm just saying, man. If you don't understand life and business is competition, then get your ass and kill yourself. Now, don't kill yourself, because then they're going to come back to me and say, hey, he told me to kill myself. But goddamn it, I'm just saying. You know, I hate that. You know, yes, there's a lot of competition. Yes, there's a lot of producers. That's why you learn how to market. That's why you get marketing magic, to give yourself the advantage, because they don't know how to market themselves properly. And so you're like, oh, you get every piece of thing that you can. Okay, oh, I can do this. Oh, I learned how to get some traffic here. Oh, I learned how to do this. Well, you see what I'm saying? And that's the thing, man. You got to stay innovative and stay learning new things. So I just wanted, I know I went on a rant, but I mean, I'll be telling you, I'll be seeing that shit everywhere. I be wanting to reach through and just slap the shit out of these punk-ass producers, man. You know what I'm saying? It's always crying about this too many. People were crying about that. I've been on Soundclick since 2002. I was selling beats on Soundclick, what was that, 11 years ago. And people were saying the same shit 11 years ago. So and that's what I'm saying. It's just, I hear this garbage. People just say that shit because they're just weak. You know what I mean? So that's a side note. So should you be on Soundclick? Yes. Should you have your own website? Of course. Soundclick is a good way to drive traffic. I call it, I think it's better as a traffic generator. I was talking to my boy Blitz. We were dialoguing about this, and we were saying that, you know, it's almost better just to use that as a place to get signups than try to sell beats directly, because you can get a lot of traffic there. And, you know, say you get 1 million views, you know, you could have had a hell of a huge, you know, sign-up list. So I would even be driving traffic at Soundclick trying to get them signed up to my list. But that's something deeper. We'll get to that another time. It's a side note. But yes, is your target market there? People looking, the artists there looking to buy what you sell. Are they interested in what you're selling there? Yes. So give me, if anybody has one good reason why you should not be where the people are looking for what you're selling are, put it in the comments. Because I don't understand. I can't even fathom a reason why you should not be where your target market is. I can't even think of a good one at all, unless it's illegal. If it's legal, which obviously it is, then I can't even fathom why a person would have to ask, should they be where people are buying what the hell they selling. So that's one. Two, and the Soundclick is damn cheap as hell. That's the other thing. I mean, it's just like $10 a month. You know, don't get the free shit. Free shit is for fucking people who aren't serious. Get the shit at $10 a month. You know, you get your haircut every goddamn week. Save on a haircut, cut your own shit, let the shit grow out, and pay for a goddamn Soundclick page. You know, and so just a side note, and get your ass to the top and sell some beats on there. Now, should you also have a website? Now this is important, because there was a producer who hit me at one time who, you know, he was kind of angry with me. I won't lie. He said, you know, you told me to get my own website, and I didn't sell beats on my website, but when I got a Soundclick, I sold beats. I said, yeah, but this is what you don't understand. You know, that I understand. Because I've been on Soundclick, you know, doing this shit for 11 years, and you just started, you know, 6 months ago. Whenever you put all your eggs in a basket you don't control, do you understand what I'm saying? You are asking when that thing changes, or you're at the mercy of their will. Because if they change, bang your website for whatever reason, even if Soundclick shut down, your whole entire business, your whole entire money, your revenue stream, all that is over with in 1 second. And I've seen it happen to people. I've seen it happen to producers who, you know, the producer who at the top of Soundclick now wasn't at the top 7 years ago. It was a whole different class of producers that I watched them at the top get money, not have their own websites, and then they fall off. New breed of producers come in, and now they're nowhere to be heard from now. See, y'all don't understand that, because I understand that because I was goddamn there, so I seen it. I'm like, oh, shit. And if them cats would have had their own website, you understand what I'm saying, and kept that presence going, they'd be killing it right now. But see, that's where I saw the mistakes. So that's another thing you can learn from me. It's not just because of my marketing education, which is deep, but also I've seen this shit happen. So I got experience that a lot of people ain't got because they ain't been here that goddamn long. You started 2 years ago, 3 years ago at the most. So, you know, I have experience in seeing the shift, and it go up and down. And new producers come, and then the rest on Soundclick, the other ones go, and they're never heard from again. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't never put all your goddamn eggs in somebody else. That's like asking, should you have your own goddamn place to live? Of course you should have your own place to live. Your website is your home. You control that. You know, you get so much flexibility with your website. You understand what I'm saying? You can say, okay, you know, I want to try to post some videos now, put a video section up and give artists this. That's your idea. And you can put that on your website. Because, again, you innovate. Okay, well, what if I tried this? Right? And you drive your traffic to your website because you can capture their emails. You can do whatever the hell you want because it's yours. And they're going to remember your site. You can brand it properly. You know what I'm saying? So that's, yeah, if you a little hustler, you want to hustle up some dollars, you know what I'm saying? And you ain't thinking about a real living off beats and a long-term future and providing for a family and really living and having something sustainable, then of course you don't need a website. You know, if you're just a little ass kid that just, you know, want to, you know, live with your mama or just, you know, hustle beats here and there and shit, yeah, you don't need a website. But if you're talking about you want to have an actual business that can last you 5, 10, 20 years into the future, that's continually pumping out revenue, you can sustain yourself, then you got to have a website. Because that's yours. You control it. Can't nobody come and just say, okay, we changing something, and now your whole shit is gone. You understand? I've seen businesses wiped out like that. When people were using that Google AdWords, people had their whole businesses staked in Google AdWords. $1 million businesses overnight. Google changed some of their rules, and overnight you got a whole entire millionaire wiped out, going bankrupt. Because why? They put all their eggs in a goddamn somebody else's basket. And let alone putting all your eggs in one basket. You put all your eggs in somebody else's basket, you really goddamn silly. You understand what I'm saying? So that's really silly. So yes, you should have your own website and a Soundclick. You should be there. Be everywhere people are looking to buy what you're selling. But your website should be your home. That one is professional when you really, because remember, you're not just trying to hustle beats to the little fucking internet rappers. You know, you're taking yourself serious. So when you go and you're talking to labels, you're talking to people that have actual investment money, you don't want to send them to no fucking Soundclick page where you can't, you know, where you can't really have your bio, have your, you know, your other things there, elements there that they're going to look at and say, okay, this is somebody that's legitimate. You know, and they got the My Flash Store player now, which has been the best thing to ever hit the producer market, you know, as far as selling music, automated and things like that. I mean, they automated the whole process. You put that on your beat selling site. I mean, this is, of course, I mean, that's not even a question. You got to have your website. That's what you're going to build upon. So 5 years down the road, you built a strong following for your website. You putting your ads out. You don't pay for no ads to send them on SoundClick. I've seen producers do that. They're buying ads to send someone to a SoundClick. And that's somebody who's about to waste money and don't know what the hell they doing. But of course, they ain't got marketing magic, so they ain't going to know. They just going to do whatever the hell they think in their mind and throw their money away. And that's what I told you about not having knowledge to go with that ambitious desire and that strong, you know, will to just make things happen. That's a good thing that you got. But without knowledge, you're just going to be a goddamn fool running around in circles. I've watched producers do it over and over again. Yeah, see, a lot of y'all don't understand this. This is what you understand about me, that I have an advantage over everybody else. Everybody. Is that because of my popularity and the fact that I've helped so many producers sell beats, producers are comfortable disposing what the fuck they make. So when you guys see beat sites, you don't know what the fuck they're making. They could be making nothing or $100,000. See, producers come to me and say, oh yeah, I'm making this. So I know all these producers, how much they're making, what they're doing, what's working, what's not working. Well, they always show me two things. One, how much they're making, and two, what they're doing. Okay, look, I marketed here, I'm marketing here. Because they trust me, because they know I know what the hell I'm talking about, and they want help. So I have a vantage point that's really nobody really else has. Nobody has that vantage point. At the most, a producer may have 2 or 3 buddies that he knows. I know hundreds to thousands of producers. I know exactly what they're doing, what's working, how much money they're making, how much money they're losing, why they losing money. So this vantage point I have gives me a profound understanding and knowledge of what's working, what's not working, the people who are doing what. And so when I tell you things, I already know it's not even a rocket science to me, because if I got 20 people over here, 20 producers doing something, and they're like, damn, I'm getting paid, and I got 20 producers over here who hit me up and say, man, I ain't making shit, and they ain't doing that, and they're doing something totally different, then I can look and just tell you, oh, well, this shit ain't working, and this is working. Why? Because it worked for all these producers and didn't work for these producers. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm telling you is you got to have your own website. You got to have your own website. You got to be building. That's where your ideas come from. Again, you're not just, you know, selling some fucking beats to some internet rappers. This is your livelihood. This is a business. You're going to be sending your record execs here. And as time progresses, this is what they're going to expect. You know, we're transitioning still. The music industry, for some reason, is so fucking slow in this shit. You know, every other industry is like zooming. But the music industry is behind because they You know, they're innovating now. Now we're seeing the, you know, all the Spotify, all the music, all the internet shit. You know, but it's still relatively slow. Like major producers don't have presences on the internet. You know what I mean? They still don't understand really. You know, major artists really don't have presence on the internet. You know, like I said, the music industry is like the slowest fucking industry. Not even entertainment, period. Even actors, you know what I mean? They're still real slow with this shit. But at the end of the day, it's moving, and I'm telling you where the future is going to be. You know, they're not even going to talk to you. They're going to just say, "What's your website?" You understand what I'm saying? Then when they go to your website, they're going to say, "Okay, I want this track," and they're going to be buying, labels is going to be buying right off the website. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Buying, not leasing. They ain't going to be leasing shit. So you got to have your exclusive game. You got to make sure you do what I tell you. You know, when you do the exclusives, you know, don't put the prices there all the time. Or make the prices real high, or say, you know, call for inquiry exclusives and have some beats, because they're not going to buy an exclusive beat that you've been leasing. But we talk about that, you know, that's a whole nother game. But I'm just giving you little tidbits. So you should have your own website, because that's your home. That's what you're going to build upon. That's your business. Soundclick is a place to get traffic and to get eyeballs and to get listens, but it's not a good place to base your entire business on. Anyone who tells you to do that, they're an idiot. You slap the shit out of them and say, "Postman said don't do that." He didn't say don't be here. He didn't say don't market here. He didn't say don't sell beats here. He just said don't make this the home base of your goddamn business and stake your whole entire life on what another business is going to do. Because they can say, "Hey, you know, it looks like you cheated. We're going to, you know, reset your shit." Or I've seen guys' accounts get closed because they accidentally put up a sample, or SoundClick thought it was a sample. I've seen that happen. SoundClick thought it was a sample, and it was their own producer's beat, and they shut their shit down. I've seen that happen. I've seen all that shit. That's all I'm saying. I'm giving you from experience. So other producers, they're gonna give you from the shit they think, and you know they all, you know, their homeboys told them shit. I'm telling you from real life experience, from real people that had to do real things, real producers. You understand what I'm saying? So you have the SoundClick, be everywhere. So that's the criteria. You ask yourself, anytime you about to say, should I be here? Should I put a presence? Should I put my music on here? Ask yourself this question: are people who are looking to buy what I'm selling, are they here? That's the criteria. And if you say yes, they are here, then if you can give me one reason why you shouldn't be there, because I can't think of one. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't even know where the question come from. You know me, I'm a marketer. I'm a motherfucker that understands. So I already know. Like I don't even ask type of questions. As soon as I see people that I know I need to sell some shit to are there, regardless of what it is, I know I'm excited because I know I need to be there. Putting a banner there or whatever it is. If your music there, if you can put a banner, if you can put an advertisement. I just hired one of my assistants, man. I had to go through and find everywhere I can put an ad at. Now you can hire people to do this stuff, but that, you know, that's different parts of the game. We might get deeper into that for some of you more advanced cats who are looking to actually, you know, take it to that next level. You know, I'll give you some real game on how to start hiring motherfuckers to start doing this shit overseas, paying $4 an hour. You know what I'm saying? Shit that, you know, the game. You know what I'm saying? You could be kicking your feet back and having people, you know what I'm saying, really go out there and getting this game on. I ain't seen producers do none of that. And I ain't seen producers even make video. I ain't seen producers do 10% of the shit they could be doing to really taking this shit over. You know what I'm saying? That's okay because I'm finna do it. But I'm just saying, I ain't seen even 10%. So if you even just do 20% of the shit I'm telling your ass to do, you would be fucking killing it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen producers make a lot of money on the internet. Like I said, I know behind the scenes of them numbers because they come to me because I'm the dude. So they feel comfortable just saying, look, this is how much I made last month. You understand what I'm saying? Without having embarrassment or feeling, you know, like it's too much or too little and all that. So I've seen a lot of stuff. And when I tell you that, I'm speaking from knowing how much money is out here and how much some of these producers getting doing shit 90% wrong. I be looking like, that's you doing that shit so wrong, but damn, you still making that much money. That's because this market is so hot and it's so not used to marketing, right? Proper marketing, even bad marketing, any marketing is better than no marketing to these artists. And so if you even do 10% of good marketing to these artists, they'll be buying like hotcakes. That's why I say if you ain't got that marketing magic, you a foolish dreamer. I said out to Ema, I say you just a foolish dreamer because you don't know what the hell you're doing. You just got this dream and you just run around in circles. You know, that's a goddamn fool. So, you know, you can be a foolish dreamer or you can actually live your dreams by getting the knowledge of what the fuck you're doing. Like I said in the email, you know, it was a producer who hit me up. As a matter of fact, I'll do a whole new video about that because that's important. I want to go into that. But anyways, so should you have a website or SoundClick, you should have both. There ain't no goddamn loss. You should be everywhere. Your people who are looking for what you're selling, which is music artists, are they there? Yes, then you sell it to them. And should you have your own website? Yes, that's your home base. That's where you advertise. Everything goes back to your website because you have total control. It's yours. You own it. Can't nobody tell you can't do this or that or ban your ass and none of that stuff. So, you know, and then kill your whole entire business. and kill your whole livelihood. So that's my opinion, and I would take that to the bank. You understand what I'm saying? Tell them postman sent you because they might give you a motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, give you a check. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I'm being crazy. All right, man. Peace out. I have more videos to come, man. Peace.